Good morning everyone. We are going to continue our subject. We have CDI 6. So hindi po yan CDI 5. Mali po ito. Ang ano po natin is CDI 6. Nagkamali lang po siguro. So continue natin ang discussion. We discussed the fire protection and arson investigation, yung pahapyaw na introduction, then fire, combustion, spontaneous last meeting. So balikan lang natin kung ano nga ba si fire based on the definition given. We have here manifestation of rapid chemical reaction occurring between the fuel. Tandaan nyo po yung saan po ba nangyayari between the fuel and the oxidizer. Yung oxidizer na sinasabi dyan, yung oxygen na nag-exist sa ating surrounding or nasa air natin. Then, example po ng fuel is we have the wood. It can be papers, okay, alam nyo na yan, o yung mga clothes, lahat, okay, anything, yan, lagay na lang natin dito, anything that can be, okay, burn. Ayan ang sinabi nating fuel. So, manifestation, ito yung tinatawag natin, it can be seen or observed. Yan. Ito yung makita natin, which is yan, sabi, visible effect of the process. Anong process ang nangyayari? Combustion. Okay, na-discuss natin yung combustion before. Fire is the rapid oxidation of material, which is yung tinutukol dyan na material, yung fuel na nag-exist, and the exothermic chemical process. Pag sinabi nating exothermic from the word ex, ito yung exit. So, merong visible effect na pwede nating makikita palabas. Meron siyang gina-produce. Okay, may produce, which is ano ba yung na-produce niya or na-release? We have the heat, light, and the various reaction between the chemical reaction of the material and the oxidizer. Again, uulitin ko po, pag sinabing fire, ito po yung chemical reaction between the two. Anong between? Fuel and the oxidizer. Fuel, we have the example of wood, paper, and clothes, anything that can be burned. And pag sinabi po nating oxygen, ito po yung nag-exist sa surrounding natin, yung air. Typically, then, pag sinabing manifestation, align po dyan sa sinabi na visible effect, the process comes from what? The combustion. Fire is the rapid oxidation, which is exothermic. Exit, meron pong gina-release after the combustion. Which is, ano po ang gi-release? After noong chemical reaction, the heat and the light. So, next we have the combustion or burning. So, magkapareha po ang combustion and burning. Another term lamang po. So, definition natin dyan is a complex sequence of exothermic chemical reaction between the fuel and oxidant, accompanied by the production of heat, both heat and light, in the form of either glow or flames and appearance of light flickering. So, pag sinabi natin combustion, from the word na complex, what does it mean? Complex sequence, ibig sabihin po niyan, ito po yung hindi lang po yan siya, not a single, okay? Not a single reaction. Kasi merong sequence sunod-sunod, okay? It involves different chemicals to react or materials. Then, example po natin dyan, yung halimbawa na breakdown na yung fuel, nag-react ang oxygen, then at the same time, yung nag-release na ng exothermic effect, which is the heat and the light, and meron siyang visible na makikita natin, visible outcome, which is the glow or the flames. So, ma'am, ano po yung pinagkaiba ng combustion doon sa fire? Kasi parang nakakalito naman po, dahil sinabi dyan na same, it is a chemical reaction, a manifestation, and sabi din dyan, complex sequence. There is a chemical reaction, same pa rin ng fuel and the oxidant. Pag sinabi po kasi nating a combustion, it is the process. Okay, the chemical, okay, chemical process of burning, okay, sa pagsunog. Then, yung magiging effect, pag nagiging successful yung burning or yung combustion natin na tinatawag, ang magiging resulta po doon is yung fire, which is nga ito sabi ni ma'am, seen and can be observed. So, combustion or burning is referring to the chemical process kung ano yung nangyayari doon inside pag may nasusunog. The reaction between the fuel, the oxidant, okay, merong giproduce after that heat and light and visible na glow and flames. Again, ulitin ko po, combustion is the chemical process of burning and the result of that will be the fire. Yun. Next, we are going to discuss the fire triangle. Yan, we have the fuel, oxygen, and heat. Pag sinabi kasi nating heat, it is the energy. Then, pag sinabi nating heat, a form of energy measured in degree of temperature, the product of combustion that cause the spread of fire. It was being indicated na pag sinabing heat, it is a form of energy na measured by temperature. So we have different measurement. Even in line dito sa temperature, we have yung Celsius, yan, which is ito yung magiging symbol niya. Degree Celsius, we have also the Fahrenheit, which is ito yung magiging symbol, yan, how to measure the temperature. And yung last natin is yung Kelvin, which is yung letter K, yung symbol. So, yan ang form of measuring the energy of heat. So, ito yung nafe-feel natin. So, pag sinabing heat, it is the product. Diba? It is the product of combustion, yung chemical process na nangyayari, cause the spread of fire. Tandaan nyo po, through heat, it can generate, okay? It can generate or it can able to spread the fire. Tandaan nyo po yan. Next, we have the oxygen. Sabi po dyan, oxygen is a colorless, keyword ninyo, odorless gas, and one of the composition of air that supports fire, which is approximately, okay, tandaan nyo po, yung nag-exist na oxygen within our surrounding, which is 21% in volume, okay? Sabi dyan, a source of oxygen is needed. Okay, enough na daw ang 16% to required para maging successful yung chemical process of combustion, 16%, which is yung nag-exist sa ating surrounding is we have 21. Normal air contains 21%. O, sasabi dyan, some fuels contain enough oxygen within their makeup to support burning. So, napakalaking factor yung surroundings natin na meron tayo. Kasi, 16% nga lang eh. So, pag nasa surroundings, 21, so, more than enough pa yung na-produce na support niya in line with the chemical process of combustion in result na magkakaroon tayo ng fire. Next, we have the fuel. Any substance, ito yung anything that can be burned, combustibles, which reacts chemically flame with oxygen and produces flame. For a fire to start, there must be something to burn. O, tandaan niyo yan. Para magkaroon doon ng fire, dapat merong nasunog. Condensed phase or phase modes, okay, glowing, presented by the fire triangle. So, yan lang. Pag sinabi namin fuel, nabanggit naman, okay, mamaya ma-discuss natin, we have different types of fuel. The solid, okay, it can be the liquid. Ma-discuss natin kung anong iba't ibang uri ng fuel. Hindi fuel na literally na baka isipin yung fuel is yung ginagasolina lang ha. Meron tayo yung crudo, diesel. No, it's not. Pag sinabi natin fuel which can able to produce or can cause a fire, lahat ng pwedeng masunog. Next, we're going to discuss, so tandaan pag sinabing fire triangle, from the word triangle, tatlo yung tandaan. Energy is the heat, okay, the fuel, and the oxygen that exists within our surrounding. Yan, tandaan nyo po yan, tatlo. Dito sa fire tetrahedron, it was being add. Yung fire triangle, dinagdagan. Sabi dyan, an inhabited chain reaction refers to the self-perpetuating. Okay, tandaan po yung self-perpetuating. It can be the keyword when you're going to have to identify the definition, capability of combustion. Because of the continual reaction taking place, continuous reaction between the fuel and the oxygen, which generates surplus amounts of heat energy, the flame will always be hot enough to keep the fuel at ignition temperature. So sabi dyan, the fire tetrahedron also explains the flaming mode of combustion. So ano ba ang nagdagdag dito sa fire triangle? We have here the existence of heat, which is ito yung energy kanina. So still present pa rin. The oxygen within our surrounding, the fuel, or yung any anything that can be born na material, ang nadagdag po dyan is yung nasa gitna natin, which is the chemical reaction or the chemical chain reaction. From the word na chain, we can able to describe the fourth element kasi merong fourth element ang fire tetrahedron. So, i-continue ko na lang ha. Etong, we have here, the oxygen. Okay, sabi dyan, the oxygen or the oxidizing agent. So, pag sinabi nating oxidizing agent, ito yung support, okay, support combustion. Taga-suporta, support combustion by reacting the fuel. O, diba? Based on the definition kanina sa fire. Ito naman, sino yung nag-react? The oxygen towards the fuel. Then, at the same time, pag sinabi naman natin fuel, ito yung reducing agent. Bakit siya tinawag na reducing, ma'am? It is because, diba, pag nasunog ang any material, it was being consumed. Okay, na-consume, nadula, it can be vaporized, substance being burned in the combustion process. Then, nandito pa rin si heat, itong component, the energy itself being produced after the chemical reaction or yung combustion na tinatawag. Ito yung result, the fire, and at the same time, the heat or the flame. Then, ang nadagdag is yung self-sustained chemical reaction, which is the chain. Ma'am, from the word chain, di ba, we have kadena. Nakaganyan yung kadena. Continuous yan. Hindi po yan napuputol. Kasi pag once, eto, natanggal. Eto, nawalan dyan, it cannot able to continue. So, ano yung gina-specify dyan? Pag sinabing fire tetrahedron, yung number 4 yung napaka-importante. Bakit? Within these three, okay, within these three chemical reaction, yes, you can able to start a fire, but through number 4, sabi dyan, a series of events that occur in the sequence with the result of each individual reaction. Kaninong individual reaction yun? Ito and ito. Sabi dyan, being added to the rest. Pag sinabing added, yung mga reaction na nangyayari dito sa oxygen, fuel, and heat, kumbaga, it is the main reason that it supports each of this. Halimbawa, yung outcome na nagkakaroon ng init na naipoprovide ang chemical process of burning, di ba? The combustion itself. Yung init na napro-provide niya, which is the result. After the burning process, keep going on its own, okay? Then it provides heat and the energy gives off through combustion make the process going. Ma'am, ano to ma'am? Kalibog. Nalilito ma'am. Once flaming start, it can only continue when energy is produced. So ano ito? Ito yung sinasabi ko nga heat. Produced to cause enough. O yan, enough heat could continue chain reaction. So pag may nasusunog daw, the fourth element, the product, the result, which is yung apoy, di ba? Then that apoy will produce heat. The heat itself will be considered as the self-sustained chemical reaction. Bakit? Di ba? Pag napapansin natin, pag mainit na yung isang material na nasusunog, it can be continuous. Bakit? Kahit di ba, basa ang katabi, okay? Halimbawa, nasusunog yung papel, okay, tumpok ng papel nasusunog, for example, ito yung nasusunog. Then, ayan, may apoy na yan, may apoy. Pangit lang yung mag-drawing si ma'am. Dito, sa palibot, okay, may nakalagay dyan na mga basa na mga paper. But, through this, okay, may nasusunog dito, merong effect na heat. Okay? Through that heat, merong fuel na nakapalibot. Through that heat, it can cause that yung nakapalibot dito na possible sana na hindi masunog kasi basa naman yan. Pero dahil sa heat na naproproduce na nasusunog dito sa gitna, pwedeng yung apoy na nandito lang sa gitna, pwede yang mag-continue hanggang dito. It is because through that heat, nagmala ang papel. Then, pag namala na gani, it means mas madali siyang masunog. So, yan, nasusustain. Kaya, di ba yan ang effect? Bakit lalong kumakalat at kumakalat yung apoy through the heat it was being produced? Kasi tinawag na self-sustain, which is the fourth element, which na sinasabing it can able to continue the chain reaction. Ano ba yung chain reaction na tinutukoy dyan? Mas mag-continue ang sunog. So, I hope na gets it is the burning process that through the heat, the product, the result, it gives energy coming from the combustion that make the process going. Yan lang. Ang tatandaan nyo. Next, we have the fuel combustible materials. We have here, yes, the fuel. Ito na example ko, we have the solid, liquid, and molecules. Okay. And yung mga example na solid natin, yung mga, ano pa, example, it can be wood log. Okay, yung bow, it is being compact, kaya closely packed. Keyword nyo dito. Pag sinabi naman nating liquid, itong loosely, okay, packed. Ano ba yung mga liquid molecules natin? That can be a fuel. We have yung mga different types of fuels natin. Then, pag sinabing gas molecules, free to move, most fuel release energy by burning with oxygen. Okay, and the air, nuclear fuels do not burn but release energy through fission. So, ano mga isabi natin dito? Ano mga example natin dito? Yung nasa loob ng mga LPG natin, yung methane. Tama ba? Propane. Na naara sa lighter. Okay, example niyan, lighter. O yung meron tayo na butane. Or yung LPG. Yung nasa loob nila is an example of gas molecules which is free to move, then energy burning, okay, it can help produce fire. Yan, combustible. Pag sinabing solid, yan, closely packed lang ang keyword. Liquid, loosely, yan, totoo naman, it was being loose, lalo na pag mga diesel, okay, madali siyang kumalat. Next, we have here the chimney effect. Okay, chimney effect, huwag natin pagtuunan kasi sinabi lang dyan, every fire, meron talaga siyang direction na it flows upward. Okay, the natural tendency of heat na pataas yan. Kaya 'di ba, at the same time yung fire, kaya 'di ba pag nagkakaroon ng sunog, it was being advised na dumapa ka at maggapang. Kasi doon sa ilalim, hindi po yan magkakakos ng suffocation, and at the same time sa ibaba po, meron pang oxygen. Kaya para hindi ka ma-suffocate. Kasi ang chimney effect po ng heat is papunta pataas. So, kung tatayo ka, tatakbo ka, possible, suffocated ka talaga. Next, we have different types of examples ng mga fuels. We have the common combustible. Pag sinabi natin common, it can be used to our daily activities. Ito yung mga papel, wood, yung gamit natin, mga kurtina, yung nasusunog. It can be also, we can consider the dry leaves. Yan, common combustible, dry leaves. Yung mas, pag sinabi natin common, ito yung mas mabilis masunog. Yan. Flammable liquids, ito na, gasoline, propane, yung mga solvents, yung nasa loob ng mga pintura, possible. Live electrical equipment, including mga nakasaksak, mga computer natin, lahat, machines, gadgets, basta as long as merong connection within the positive and negative current. Next, we have the combustible metals. Ito yung, yes, it is a form of metals that has magnesium and lithium and titanium. Baka kasi isipin nyo, para hindi masunog yung bahay ko, paggawa ko na lang puro bakal. Tandaan nyo po, yes, meron din po tayong combustible metals which is meron siyang properties which is magnesium, lithium, and titanium. And pag nagkakaroon kayo ng restaurant, we have the cooking media. So, yung oil natin, number 1 contributor yan na pag nagkaroon ng sunog, yung mga fats, yung mga natirang fats na nahuhulog dyan sa sahig, tinatapon sa basurahan, it can be a main contributor na magkakaroon ng mas malaking apoy pag hindi totally na, kumbaga tawag doon, hindi siya, kumbaga wala nahugasan maayo, pakalat-kalat lang yung mantika kahit saan, hindi nakalagay sa isang place. So, yan. Example natin yan. Next, we have the solid fuels. So, ito is isahin pa natin yung solid. Okay, pag sinabi nating solid fuels, okay, materials, ito yung mga materials in solid, of course. Materials in solid that can be burned. Okay? Solid siya, pero pwede siyang masunog. So, the most obvious solid fuels are wood. Okay, example, paper and cloth. So, we have different types of solid. We have the pyrolyzable solid fuels. Include many of the ordinary accepted combustible. So, ang example niyan is yung wood, paper, and so on. Yung mabilis masunog. Example, sabi dyan, vapors are released by their chemical decomposition. So, keyword nyo dito, pag pyrolyzable, merong decomposition. Pag sinabi natin decomposition, from the word na, diba, pag ang tao napatay, may hayop napatay, anong natabo sa ila? Naugnaw, naagnas ang ilang lawas. So, the same pa rin, pag sinabing pyrolyzable, yung mismong nasunog na material is magiging ambo. Kaya tinawag siya na it was being decomposed through the support or the help of flaming or yung nangyayari na combustion. Then, it exemplifies gas-to-gas reaction. The vapors release mix with oxygen in the air to produce flame. So, humalo, nag-vaporize. Then, dahil doon, okay, naghalo sa oxygen na nag-exist within our surrounding, then yun, nagkaroon ng apoy. So, keyword, pag sinabing pyrolyzable, example, yung mga wood, paper, ito yung common. Pag sinabing pyro din, yung nadaanan natin kanina, common, combustible. Yan, pasok yan dito. So, it means merong decomposition. Ang main keyword nyo talaga dito is nagkaroon ng decomposition pag nasunog. Kasi, pag sinabing none, ito na ang term na decomposition not occur. Tandaan niyo po yan. Because there are no pyrolyzable elements present. Walang vapor. So, it cannot able to vaporize. And the glowing combustion that result is an example to gas to solid. So, pag sinabing gas to solid, gani. So, it means hindi man siya na-decompose. So, halimbawa, ano mga example nito natin? Pag sinabi nating pyrolyzable. Yeah, we have here the example of charcoal. Diba? Sometimes, yes, it produce heat, pero not totally na-decompose po yung charcoal natin. Okay, we can consider also the metal. Okay, the metal, isa din po sila sa mga example na hindi na-decompose. Okay, walang na-provide na vapor. Ma'am, what is vapor? Ulit-ulit mo po yung binabanggit. Ito yung smoke light. Kumbaga, the visible effect of the process of combustion. Smoke. Okay, pwede siyang tawagin na invisible gas. Okay, na galing sa isang material na nasusunog. Yan po. So, keyword, another here, pag sinabing non-pyro, ito yung nasusunog, pero slowly. Burn slowly. Then, ano yung napoproduce niya? Heat rather than flame. Tandaan niyo po, rather than flame. Then, pag sinabi po nating pyrolyzable, ano ba yung napoproduce niya? It means meron siyang flame, then at the same time, na-decompose po siya. Next, we have here the general groups of liquid. So, it was being emphasized, yung mga liquid natin na fuels. We have the flammable liquids. Okay, from the word flammable, it means they are liquids having flash point of 37.8 degrees Celsius or 100 Fahrenheit. Then we have here the vapor pressure not exceeding 40 psia. So what does psia? Ito yung ano nga to? Wait, psia is pounds. Okay, the pounds square. Okay, pounds per square inch. Kumbaga, ano yung gina-measure niya? The pressure itself. Okay, the pressure or the energy coming from the burning process or yung pressure. So, sabi dyan, di daw mag-exceed into 40 pounds per square inch na pressure. then can ignite more easily than combustible. So, it was being compared here. So, na mas mabilis daw from the word kasi na flammable. So, ano yung mga example niya? The gasoline, the acetone, yan. Yung alcohol na meron tayo, yan. Sila yung mga example ng flammable liquids. Pag sinabing combustible liquids, these liquids have flash point or above, okay, above sila. Then, example nito yung motor oil. Totoo naman kasi, yes, it can be burned, but harder to ignite. Kasi na-try ko na, so nagsunog na si ma'am, no? Na-observe ko lang ito kasi nabuhos, nag-change oil, then nabuhos yung oil doon sa floor, sa labas ng boarding house. Then, at the time na nagsugba kami sang isda, dito ko ibutang ang uling, kaya abi ko mas dasig ang paghaling ko. Kami ara na dito something, kaya abi ko, same sila, sang liquid which is flammable o yung mga gasoline, pero hindi pala. Okay, mas maraming usok yung napro-provide niya dahil doon sa oil na natagas galing sa motor ko, which is nanimaho og oil ang akong sinugba. So, magkaiba pala. Hindi po lahat ng mga liquid natin ay mabilis masunog or mag-ignite. Tandaan nyo, liquid catch fire but not all burn the same way. Yes, ulitin natin. Yan, liquids catch, okay? They can catch fire, but ano yung but natin? Not all burn the same way. So, hindi ni siya patas kakusog dire sa flammable. Nga dasig niya makuha dayon ang iyang flash point, which is ito yung pounds per square inch na pressure na nanggaling doon sa combustion. So, next we have, according to physical properties, we have the compressed gas, liquefied gas, and cryogenic gas. So, pag sinabi natin compressed gas, based on the definition, gas in which at all, ito yung keyword ninyo lang at all temperature inside its container daw exists solely in the gaseous state under pressure. So, ang mga example natin nito is yung mga oxygen na nasa loob ng tank. Okay, oxygen tank. O yung ginagamit natin pag like may emergency purposes, yung oxygen, yung ginagamit. Yan, example yan ng compressed gas. Okay? Then next, isa-isahin muna natin, liquefied gas which at normal temperature inside its container. So, dapat daw, ara siya sa iya sulod nga container. Exists partly in liquid state and partly in gaseous state and the pressure as long as any liquid remains in the container. So, ano daw siya? Pag sinabi natin, walang mangyayaring like hazard or danger pag as long as the liquid remains on the container. So, ano yung magiging example natin nito? Yung nasa loob ng propane use saan? Sa mga gas stoves natin. Yan. Na-discuss ko din kanina. So, pag yan nagsungaw, it means hindi na normal yung temperature na pwede nilang i-provide, then makapag-cause po sila ng further or fastest burning or spread of fire. Cryogenic gas, ito naman yung liquefied gas which exists in container at the same time at temperature far below normal. So, pag sinabi nating far below normal, ano ito? Extremely cold. Ito yung, yes, nasa loob ng container, then it was extremely cold. So, ano yun? Yeah, example here, the gas and air carbon monoxide, yan, ethylene, helium, hydrogen, yan, and yung mga oxygen. So, pag sinabi natin ganyan, ma'am, why is it necessary for us to understand the physical properties of different gases? Kasi, if we as a criminologist someday we are going to handle different types of this kind of gas, we can able to understand the type of gases itself, then at the same time ibase natin yung properties na meron sila. Kasi sabi sa bawat property niyan is ito, all normal temperature, ito normal, then ito below normal. So what does it mean? Kasi pag yung compressed gas, pag hindi na normal yung temperature, okay, mag-exceed above normal temperature or normal, it will what? Explode. ito yung magkakaroon ng explosion. If na-expose sa too much heat, okay? Or normal kasi sabi diyan dapat ang iyang ginabutangan normal temperature. So dapat hindi siya mag-exceed into much heat kasi it will explode. Pag sinabi naman nating liquefied gas, okay? It will not explode but meron siyang vapors that will mix. Okay, mag-mix sa air. So, pag once na mix sa air, ito yung kind of gases na it will, help spread fire easily. O, pag sinabing liquefied gases, mas mapapabilis niyang makalat yung apoy. How about the cryogenic, ma'am? Ano magiging effect if hindi na maintain into extremely cold ang iyang temperature? Dapat nakabutang dyan sa ng something like may naano ako sa dole yung sa cannery, yung naga-duty dyan, nasa loob sila na sobrang lamig. Dapat yung mga product nila is dapat nandoon lang. So, pag once na hindi doon nakalagay, it will cause something. So, in line with this, in cryogenic gas, pag hindi siya nalagay into extremely cold na place, na store, then ano magkakaroon yan? Pag nagkaroon ng pressure build up, dito na lang natin sulat sa baba, napakagulo na no. Pag nagkaroon ng pressure build up, umakyat ng pressure ba? Then lumabas, okay, itong gas, nag-leak, okay? Ano magkakaroon? It will cause to suffocation. Ito kasi yung form of gases na napakasama sa lungs natin. We have the carbon monoxide. Okay? Pwede ka mapatay through suffocation. So, it will affect our lungs. Mainly talaga, it will affect our lungs. So, yan. It is very important for us to understand the physical properties of different gases because if we store this kind of gases properly, we can able to have a secure safety. Okay? Then, we can able to secure talaga kung saan dapat natin sila ilagay para hindi siya makapag-contribute into fire. Next, we are going to discuss the heat element. Pag sinabi nating heat, it is the energy possessed by a material or substance due to molecular activity. Heat is the energy, okay, transit, nalilipat. Okay, it transfer. It always flows from substance at a galing sa higher temperature to the substance lower temperature. So, mainit papunta doon sa lower temperature, malilipat siya. Pag sinabi nating heat, is the thermal energy in motion that travels from hot to cold. Ito na pala, from hot to cold region. So, anong ibig sabihin? Example natin dyan, halimbawa, nagaluto ka, gikaptan mo ang kalaha, touching di ko alam yung English ng kalaha, basta kalaha. So, yung pag-feel mo ng heat, coming from the kalaha, yung na-feel mo na heat, yun yung transfer. Yung na-feel mo sa'yo. Bakit? Hindi naman mainit yung kamay mo. Isa ka kasi sa example ng cold region or lower temperature. So, malilipat sa'yo yung heat. Okay? Then, at the same time, di ba nabanggit ko na kanina, pag sinabi nating heat, it is the main elements that helps the fourth elements, di ba? That help the fourth elements to sustain. Due to heat, to sustain what? Anong gina-sustain? Ang combustion. Without heat, fuels cannot reach the temperature needed to ignite. So, totoo naman talaga based on the example. Halimbawa, pag not enough yung heat within the surroundings na nasusunog, so halimbawa, kapalibot, basa, so hindi yan mag-spread out. Pero pag napakalakas ng heat na napro-provide yung energy, it will what? Continue, spread the fire easily. So we are going to differentiate the heat versus temperature. Ano bang pinagkaiba nila? Kasi pag sinabing heat, it is the energy. Yan, ulit-ulit nang sinasabi kanina. Temperature, ito yung na-discuss ko din kanina, how we measure, o ito yung measurement of how, gaano ka lamig, or tawag dun, hot, ang isang bagay. Okay? Something that we feel. Okay? It is a form of measurement. Pag sinabing temperature. Ano yung sinusukat? Itong heat. Okay? It can be. The coldness itself. Pwede. Heat should not be confused with temperature, which is the measurement of the relative. Ito na pala. Amount the heat of energy contained in a given substance. Next. I'm not going to discuss this because we are going to focus on the chemical energy that we have. Common sources of heat. Common sources of heat. Yan, kasi we have the chemical. The most common source of heat in the combustion reaction and energy release as a result of chemical reactions such as combustion. So, ang tawag doon sa energy na nangyayari between doon sa combustion na nangyayari po is chemical energy, yung na-produce niya. Kasi merong chemical process between the fuel and the oxidizer. So, the heat generated from a burning match, okay, it will what? Self-heating. It will spontaneously heat the materials that exist within the surrounding. Yan ang chemical energy. Pag sinabi naman nating electrical energy, from the word electricity, and energy developed with electrons flow through conductor. Okay, we have different types of conductor. Then, electrical energy can generate temperature high enough to ignite. Okay, totoo yan. Example yan, na-overload yung mga saksakan natin. And any combustible materials near. So, hindi naman totally na pag wire lang yung masunog. Kasi yung mga wires natin inside our house, saan yan nakadikit? Okay, pwede kung purely semento sa semento. Pag hindi, sa kahoy itself. Sa mga kurtina, pag madikit yan, that is an example of combustible material. So, it can be what? A factor involving electrical heating. So, we are going to discuss this. We have the current flow through resistance, sparking, static lighting, and no, it's not. Ito pala, diretso tayo sa accidental causes. Ito yung napaka-importante. Accidental causes are in line with electrical accidents. Commonly ito nangyayari normally sa mga bahay, lalo na pag overcrowded. Okay. Next, number 1, we have the short circuit. Ito yung always na marinig natin, nasunog lagi itong balay ni ko. Na short circuit, maguto iyang kurente dito, good. It is unusual or accidental connections between 2 points at different potential charge. So, ano ibig sabihin na? Diba sa kurente, we have the positive and the negative. Pag sinabi nating positive, okay, ito yung live. Okay, pag sinabi nating negative, we have the negative charge, ito yung ground natin. So, dapat, diba, pag meron tayong electrical wiring, magka-separate talaga yung dalawa na yan. So, pag ganito, yan. Ito yung insulator natin. Insulator is yung plastic na nakatakip sa copper na nandoon sa loob. Alam ba, ito yung copper. Ibahin natin ang kulay. Kaya para maganda ang buhay. Okay, pag sinabi natin copper na nasa loob, halimbawa, ito yon, kulay green. Yan yung nasa loob. Then, ito yung magiging positive. Ito yung negative. Yan ang ground, tsaka yung live. Bakit yan magkahiwalay? Nakaseparate yan sila sa insulator. It is because kasi pag magkadikit yan sila, it will cause what? It will cause short circuit. Kasi dapat hindi pinagsasama pero accidentally nagsama. O yan, pag sinabi natin ganun. Kasi pag magdikit different charges, it will what? It will result to sparking. Pwede natin ma-discuss yan. It will align. But focus tayo sa short circuit. Unusually accidental connection between 2 points at different charges. Ito yung different natin na the positive and the negative. And an electrical circuit, relatively low resistance. So, ngayon, ano yung mga nagiging dahilan? Bakit nagkakaroon na nagkadikit yung dalawa, the positive and the negative? Halimbawa, hindi nyo nabantayan ang inyong wiring sa sulod sang inyong, example, extension wire, naipit sa lamisa. O halimbawa, ito, naipit ni sa lamisa. Naipit. So, ito yun. Ang mangyayari, pag naipit yan, yung insulator, yung plastic na nakabalot dyan, matatanggal. So ngayon, magkakaroon ng contact itong dalawa, the positive and the negative. Pag once nagkaroon yan sila ng contact, mag-iinit yan. Okay, it will produce heat. Pagkaroon ng heat, plastic ba yan ng insulator, matunaw ni siya. Karon, pag matunaw na siya, unti-unti yang masusunog, malanay. So what if yung katabi ng mga insulator na yan, may ara dira, saan ba, kugon balay mo. Pag sinabi natin kugon, parang ano ata yan, dahon ba yan ng something, ng kugon nga, mabilis masunog yan, so mag-attract yan, so halimbawa nag-spark, pagpisik dito nagkalayo. So, yan, nagkakaroon ng short circuit. Yung nagkadikit ang dalawang different potential charge, the positive which is the live, the negative which is the ground, then nagkaroon ng init, nagkainitan, then natunaw ang insulator, nag-amat-amat na lanay, nagbaga, nagdikit dito sa kahoy, then it will what? Result to a fire. Ma'am, ano naman karon ang arcing? Pag sinabi nating arcing, the production of sustained, ito yung magiging keyword ninyo ha, sustained luminous electrical discharge between separated electrodes. Yan. Electric hazard that results when electrical current crosses the gap. Okay, merong gap between two electrical conductors. Ito yung nakikita nyo mainly sa mga main na poste sang kuryente. Di ba pag naputol, kaya tinawag siyang may gap. Ito example natin ha. Ari poste. Drawing to poste. Magiging dakila tayong ano ngayon. Yan. Anong transformer ito? Tapos may mga wire. Tapos, ito papunta sa bahay nyo. Tapos, ito yung papunta directly talaga sa bahay. So, ito ang bahay. Yan, example lang. Ngayon, ito dahil may nabali na puno, okay, sumabit yan. Sumabit ito. Yan, nagkaroon na ng gap. Dahil sa energy, okay? Dahil sa energy na nag-travel dire, which is yung current, napakalakas. Dahil ito, meron niyang attraction dito, kasi dito ang source, the transformer. Kita nyo nang pag maglupok ang transformer, tapos dayon parang daw kidlat nga mag-bzzz, okay? Parang merong connection. Okay, ayusin natin kay puro red. With sound effect pa yan ha, grabe na jud. Yan, green natin. Yellow na lang para lami. Okay. Di ba? Eto, may sources ito ng, may sources yan ng napakalaking current. So, ngayon, dahil ito, nag-attract ito ng current, dahil ito ay isang, tawag dun, nakalimutan ko kasi yung term ng wire na ito. Okay, basta, ito wire. Nag-attract na siya sa current. So, ngayon, dahil nag-attract siya, kumbaga, parang hinihigop na yung current galing dito sa transformer. So, magkakaroon ng parang ganito. Okay, maghahanap siya ng paraan para makonect, which is, eto na, sustained luminous effect, which is para siyang kidlat na naghanap siya ng way para makonect siya doon sa naputol niya na wire. Yan, grabe na gid na pag, ari pagid para mas maintindihan, na nag-amo ni, example, ari wire man, naputol na sila nga duha, same charges, sa sobraan karon kakusog halin diri sa source, magkaroon ng ganito. Yan. Parang, yan yung, parang kakapit. So, pag once nagkaroon ng ganyan, siyempre may mga sparks na. Pag yung mga sparks nahulog dito sa mga combustible materials, then, yun ang magkakos na it will start through the process of combustion. Yan. Grabe namin ang drawing, no? Di ba sabtan? So, next, we have the sparking production of incandescent particles. Kung kanina, sustained luminous, ito, sustained, pag sinabing sustained, parang straight line, ito, nag-connect talaga siya. Ito naman is what? Particles. Kita nyo nang pag magsulda ka mo, mag-welding, kita nyo na parang fireworks na nagagalupad, yung mga particles niya. Yun ang example ng incandescent particles. So, kailan nangyayari ang sparking? When two different potentials, same pa rin, different potential charges, the positive and the negative, come in contact occurs during short circuit. So, sparking and short circuit are connected. Okay? A short circuit is the product after sparking happen. Bakit? Mauna, o balikan natin itong example natin kanina ha. Yung nagkaroon ng positive and negative, nagkadikit sila. Before kasi yan naglunay, ang iya nga insulator, tong iya panit nga plastic nga nagatabon sa copper, magkakaroon niya ng spark. Okay, nag-spark. So that spark, ito na, sparking. The incandescent particles na pwedeng makita. Then, after that, the result will be short circuit pag nag-continue yun, yung sparking na nang yayari. So, ang example dyan is yung sa welding na mga operations. Yan. Yung nakikita nyo na lumilipad na parang mga light na particles. Yun, sparking. So, another one is overheating or electrical appliances, increase of rising of amperahe o amperage, ampere, while electric current flowing in transmission line resulting to the damage or destruction of insulating. Pag sinabi nating insulating materials, ito yung plastic na nagaputos sa mga copper wire. Maybe gradual or rapid internal or external. Overheating, nangyayari po yan, yung hindi dapat isaksak, ginasaksak. O, tandaan nyo yan ha. Halimbawa, ang ref mo, pila na ka-amperahe ang gina-require, sinagisaksak mo dito sa pinakagamay ng wire. Balaan nyo, nga it was being advised, nakanote talaga yan sa likod ng ref ha, washing machines, yung mga matataas yung mga amperahe, mga 1,000 amperage. Bakit? Dapat, yung mga wire dapat na gamitin, pag saksakan yan, dapat malalaki. Malalaki ba? Mabaga ang insulator. Ito baga. Baga og insulator. Bakit man? Para yung heat, the energy that travels within the copper, makaya niya sustain. Kay baga man siya. Kasi pag once na nipis, di ba may nigpis na nga mga extension wire na try nyo nagisaksak, okay, gaamat-amat siya tunaw. So, overheating ang tawag doon. Kasi napakalakas ng amperahe na dumadaan kasi ang ref requires a huge amount of amperage to travel to support the process of cooling your whatsoever food inside the ref. So, it means pag hindi enough or hindi sakto ang wire nga gigamit mo, it will cause to what? Overheating of the electrical appliances and at the same time the wires itself. So pag nag-overheat ang ref, pwede maglupok, okay? Pag nag-overheat, meron tayo dito cellphones. Yan. Saksakan, dapat ang saksakan duha lang ang iyang saksakan, pero ang gibutang mo di ref kag washing machine karon ning gagmay nga wire mag-init ni dako man ang ginakaon niya, so it means yan amat-amat masunog, maglupok. Yan, that is overheating. Next, lahat po ng accidental causes in line with electrical accidents in the form of short circuit, arcing, sparking, overheating. Ito yung mga example ng purely accidental lang ha. Purely accidental. So, negligence in the forms of human error. Pag sinabi nating negligence without proper care. Yung hindi kanya iningatan. Charot, negligence daw yun. So, in the other form, commonly, human error talaga siya. Nakakahapo. So, di punggol. Sanggala. Grabe nga pag dikit-dikit ko sa drawing, may kanya-kanya naman pala to na definition. So, yan, na-discuss na pala. So, we're going to proceed the heat transfer. So, sana naintindihan, no? Napakatanga ni ma'am. Pinagsiksikan yung hindi dapat pinagsisiksikan. Overheating, heat transfer. We have, pag sinabi nating heat transfer, na-discuss na natin kanina yung heat. Pag sinabing conduction, ito yung merong direct, contact. Saan nagkakaroon ng direct contact? Transfer of heats by molecular activity within material or medium. Pag sinabi nating medium, merong nagiging bridge. Kaya siya na-feel. Kaya siya na-feel mo yung heat. So, ano yung example yan? Yung kape, mug. Basta baso na siya, guys. Okay, mug. Okay, nagtimpla ka dyan ngayon ng kape. May nilagay ka na kutsara. So, hindi po yan siya direct contact. Kasi pag ang imo kamot, gisaw-saw mo diri sa kape, it means wala kang medium na ginamit. Pero, pag once, etong kutsara, nakatungtong dito sa mainit na kape, ang kutsara ang hinawakan mo. The kutsara itself is the example of material or medium. Usually yan, solids, direct contact is underlying factor in line with conduction. So, through that na nata-transfer yung heat. Oh, ito pala. If you touch a stove, you feel pain. Yan. Passing from the stove directly in your hand. Pwede, superheated. May example, mga steel pipes, yan. Next, pag sinabi natin convection means it is a transfer of heat through circulating medium. Circulating medium. Kanina, solid medium. Pag sinabing circulated, naglipalibot lang sa atin ba? It can be an air, liquid. Always accompanied by the motion of the liquid or gas. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, it is all about fluid movement of liquid gases. Yan. Liquid gases. So, ano ibig sa pwede natin example dito, yung nagapakulo ka, boiling water. Yan, boiling water, ang balay mo, taga-Amerika ka, kaya nag-snow dito, may ara ka mo heater. Yan, heater, or yung tinatawag na warmer. It is an example of transferring heat without the medium of a material, pero nag-circulate siya through the air. Yan. Then, through water or, ayan, liquid, boiling, or can be sa air yung heater na meron na warmer natin. Next, radiation. From the word radiation, amuning sometimes nagka-sunburn, ang mga hilig ligong-ligo na, hindi na daw dagat na dagat. Radiated heat moves in a wave and rays much like sunlight. Okay, so it's the primary source of radiation, responsible for the exposure of hazard that exists during a fire. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng grass fire, di ba? Okay, grass fire. It can be the cause of radiation, which is bakit? Anong binibigay? Coming from the sun. Heat coming from the sun, warming the earth. Oh, very simple. Feeling heat from a fire. Okay, yung init na nanggaling sa sunog, it can be what? A form of radiation. Another example is yung sa microwave natin. Okay, naluluto, naiinit yung pagkain, yung malamig natin na pagkain, kahit walang contact, nilagay mo lang siya dyan, it is a form of radiated. So, yung sa microwave natin, I will consider this an example also of convection. Kasi wala namang contact through air, the produce of heat, it can be an example of convection. Okay. Diyan siguro muna tayo mag-stop based on our discussion. Nasa page, na tayo? 32. So, yung goal natin, makaabot tayo sa page 60. 60 ng ating topic. This, prelim. I hope you understand based on this discussion. Sana pagbigyan na talaga ng oras, no? Thank you sa pagbigay ng oras. Kung nakaabot ka dito sa statement ko, it means nagsubaybay ka talaga sa discussion. So, ang request ko po sana, every time na magkaroon kayo o manood kayo ng video discussion ko, comment or magkaroon kayo ng comment dito sa comment section, summarize all what you have understand. Yung naintindihan nyo, wag nyong gawin sa akin na yung i-copy paste yung link tapos ipaano nyo sa AI, summarize the topic being discussed by our teacher. No, it's not. Yung sarili nyo mismo understanding so that I can assess your learnings student. So, I hope may naintindihan kayo. This video was intended due to mga lapses ni ma'am, and at the same time, we have different activities na nangyayari sa school that we cannot able to continue our discussion. So, ito na yung effort na gina-exert ko sa inyo para hindi nyo masabing nagkulang ako. Charot. So, yun lamang po. Thank you so much. God bless. Ingat kayo always, our future intern.